All right, welcome. If you're teaching English online, I want you to think of yourself in a new way. You're not just an educator, you're an entrepreneur. And today, we're basically handing you the blueprint to become the architect of your own career. We're going to show you how to build a powerful personal brand that just pulls in your ideal students and, frees you from those awful race to the bottom pricing wars. So let's get building. So, does this feel familiar? You know you're a fantastic, qualified teacher. You've got your material down and you get amazing results for your students. But when you go online, it's like you're invisible, right? Just completely lost in a sea of countless other tutors. It's so frustrating. But believe me, you are not alone, and we're going to change that. So, here's our blueprint for today. First, we're going to size up the challenge we're all facing. Then, we'll get into the fun part, designing your brand. After that, we'll lay a super solid foundation by finding your niche. Then we'll build your digital home. And finally, we'll open the doors and show you how to attract the right students and really grow your business. Okay, first up, let's get absolutely crystal clear on the problem we're trying to solve here. Because, if you want to build something that's going to last, you have to understand the ground you're building on. This is the tough reality for so many online teachers. You're just swimming in this huge ocean of profiles, and it feels like the only way to stand out is to keep lowering your price. It's this constant race to the bottom that just leads to a totally unpredictable schedule and that constant stress of, where is my next student coming from? It's exhausting, and honestly, it completely undervalues your expertise. So, what's the escape route from this crowded sea? Well, it's not about working more hours for less pay. No way. It's about working smarter. It's time to stop being just another face in the crowd and start being the architect of your own unique brand. Now, when I say personal brand, I'm not just talking about a cool logo or a catchy name. It's so much more than that. It's your entire identity as a teacher. It's your teaching philosophy, your personality, the specific problems you solve for students, and that unique experience you offer. It's the reason a student would choose you and only you over everyone else out there. I want you to really think about that for a second. Your brand is your promise. It's you telling a potential student, hey, if you learn with me, you will get this specific result, and we'll do it in this unique way. It builds trust before they've even booked a single lesson. So the question is, what promise do you want to make? Every great building needs a rock-solid foundation, right? Well, for your personal brand, that foundation is your niche. You simply can't be the perfect teacher for everyone. So let's figure out who you're the absolute perfect teacher for. Okay, look at the difference here because it is night and day. The generalist, they're stuck back in that crowded sea, fighting with everyone else on price. But the specialist, they've created their own private lake. By zeroing in on a specific group, say business English for people in the tech industry, they become the obvious #1 choice. Why? Because that tech exec has an urgent problem they need to solve, like a huge presentation, and they have the budget to pay a premium for an expert who really gets their world. So I want you to take a moment and really think about this. Who do you absolutely love teaching? Whose success gets you the most excited? Is it an aspiring novelist, a scientist prepping for a conference, maybe a total beginner who is just terrified of speaking? Get as specific as you possibly can. Defining your ideal student, that is the very first real step in building your brand. All right, so once you've laid that foundation with your niche, it's time to actually start building your digital home. This is the place online where your brand is going to live and breathe. Let's walk through the practical steps. And look, this doesn't have to be complicated at all. First, just go where your students are already hanging out. If you're teaching professionals, that's probably LinkedIn. For younger learners, it might be Instagram or YouTube. Second, create a consistent look. Use the same profile picture, the same colors, the same fonts everywhere. It just makes you look instantly professional and memorable. And finally, craft your bio. Don't just list your degrees. Tell a story. Who do you help and why are you the one to help them? Okay, your beautiful digital home is built. The foundation is solid. Now it's time to unlock the doors and invite your ideal students to come on inside. So how do you attract them? It's simple, by giving value away for free. Think about what your ideal student would find genuinely useful. Maybe a quick video on common pronunciation mistakes they make, a post celebrating another student who just nailed their job interview in English, or a short guide to business email etiquette. This kind of content does more than just show off your expertise. It actually builds a relationship. And hey, if you need proof that this whole thing works, just look at this. Before you have a clear brand, inquiries are kind of random, a few here and there, and they're often not the right fit. But once you build a brand that speaks directly to your ideal student, you're going to see a huge shift. The right people will start finding you. Now, this isn't an overnight fix, okay? It's a project. In that first month, you're doing the deep foundational work. By month 3, you'll be out there actively building your online presence. And then around the 6-month mark, you should really start to see the rewards, a steady stream of the right kind of students. And from there, the sky is the limit. You can think about group classes, online courses, you name it. And that right there, that is the big mindset shift. A storefront is just a place where people show up, make a transaction, and then they leave. But a destination, that's a place people want to come back to again and again. It's a community. And by sharing valuable content and showcasing your unique brand, you build a destination for your ideal learners. So let's bring it all home. You have the blueprint. You don't have to build the entire skyscraper tomorrow. But what's the first brick? What's the one small thing you can lay for your brand today? Are you going to finally define that ideal student, maybe choose your brand colors, or just write the first sentence of your new bio? The first step is all yours. Go on, start building.